You are now listening to the Radio Online YouTube channel.
Good morning, USA!
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ MV.
Charlamagne the Guy.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump Day.
Yes, it's Hump Day, middle of the work week.
You know how you know you are a father and a husband?
How do you know?
When the New Edition movie comes on at 9 p.m. So you take a nap at 5:30
to watch
and
it
wake up at 7:30 so you can have your supper and then take a shower and then watch it at 9 because you know you got to get up at 4.
Now, you can tell you're a father and a husband when you say supper. I haven't heard the word supper since my daddy back in the day.
Well,
supper. Now, let's talk about, wasn't that amazing? See, I've seen the whole thing, but I
haven't seen the whole thing yet. I believe in timing.
I don't know, episode or what do you want to call it, but the first episode was amazing. The whole thing is amazing.
Yeah, I believe in scheduling and timing, so a lot of times I don't think you should watch things beforehand.
Well, you do Netflix and you watch all the episodes at once, and you get upset when you have to schedule a time and wait.
Yeah, but
that's why I was surprised.
But it all comes out at the same time.
You didn't do that.
So when the show comes on Netflix, all the episodes come out at once. So yeah, you should binge watch it.
Yeah, but the problem was the commercials. There was mad.
A lot of commercials.
I watched it last night and I watched it originally. Mad commercials.
A lot of commercials. It was good though. It was great.
Amazing.
The New Edition night one was absolutely phenomenal.
I think they did a great job.
Yes,
absolutely.
Oh my
Drop
goodness.
one of Clues bombs for New Edition. Damn it. I just feel very, very upset that I aged out of the role of Michael Bivins. I've been wanting to play Michael Bivins.
You can't dance
for over a decade.
Can't sing.
Michael Bivins wasn't even taking that seriously.
Michael Bivins, I tell you,
he was like, please no.
He's been hearing that for 10 years. I've been telling Michael Bivins that for well over 10 years.
You've just been putting it in the air.
Yes.
And then he ducked you.
Before anybody thought of a New Edition biopic, I was like, look, one day they're going to do a biopic on y'all. I want to play you.
That biopic was amazing. From the beginning to the end of the first episode, it makes you just dying just to see the second episode. I mean, it's great. Lala played great.
I was thinking Lala too young to play somebody mama.
No, she played it good though.
She is somebody's mom.
I know that, but I mean, they were grown little boys. Yeah.
And also, maybe they had their kids young.
And then Fantasia Loaf was on there. Wasn't she somebody's mom?
Breezy.
Or older sister?
Breezy
no,
was a
she's
little
a
crazy.
sister. She was somebody's sister. Yeah.
Oh.
She was filing her nails like she was an old grandma. Breezy.
Sitting there with her own finger wave. She ain't even need hair on set that day. I got this.
Wood Harris did a great job.
Yeah, Brooke did an amazing job. It was. I can't wait for you to see the second and third episode.
But yesterday was a rough day. Rest in peace to Q.
Oh man,
owner of World Star.
My Queen's brethren, man.
A very good friend to all of us.
That hasn't even set in.
Now, if you don't know who Q is, of course, Q was the creator of World Star Hip Hop. It started off as a site where we used to post mixtapes on there. You could buy your mixtapes, and then it started moving to artists, videos, and then it got to what it is today, World Star.
I've been knowing Q for a long time. Q has supported me at every level in my career. I mean, when I was doing stuff in Columbia, South Carolina, Philly, when I didn't have a radio job, he would always post content of mine, post videos of mine. Mm-hmm. That's my guy. I used to talk to him all the time. We got the World Star TV show coming on MTV2 in February. Like, Q's just a great dude.
I think he was one of the reasons why we were all able to get together, because before the Breakfast Club came, he was posting your videos. Yep. He was posting my videos. He was posting your videos, and that actually allowed for the program director at the time to hear and see what we were capable of doing and think about putting us together. So
I mean, even now, World Star is such a big part of our careers because they post all the Breakfast Club
absolutely
content.
Right. So I felt terrible for his family, his children, and everything that now have to go through this. But we'll discuss that later on during the show. So our condolences go out to our friend Q and his family.
But it also, pushes me to push everybody out there to make sure that you go check the doctor, you go see your doctor, you make sure you're healthy, you make sure you're eating right, you make sure you're doing your exercise, because you just don't want to be in a situation that young man was young.
Yeah, he had a heart attack in his sleep, for people who don't know.
He was young, 43 years old is young.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Man.
I remember he used to actually travel with his trainer. Mm-hmm. And so everywhere he went, he would always make sure that he worked out, he was training. He went through periods where he was really focusing a lot on his health and eating better. He had a cook and everything. So
yeah, one time he was well over 300 pounds, and he lost a lot of that weight. Damn.
All right.
Lost on with that one. All right, well, let's front page news. What we talking about?
We are going to talk about, of course, Donald Trump and what is going on. There's a lot. Listen, I know we've been talking about Donald Trump every single day, but there is a lot going on right now and a lot of things that he is attempting to do and talking about, and we have to make sure we are aware of what's going on. Also, we'll talk about a young girl, 14 years old, unfortunate situation that she live streamed.
Okay. And Chrisette Michele will be joining us this morning. Yes, Chrisette Michele, the one that performed at Trump's inauguration.
That Chrisette Michele, the one that all you black people hate right now.
Yeah, we'll be kicking with her next hour. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Hey, here's your favorite joint. Bryson Tiller Exchange.
Subscribe for more.
DJ
the Radio Online YouTube
Charlamagne
channel.
the God, we are the Breakfast Club.
Let's get
some front page
Who got a loud pack on them?
Maybe somebody from last night.
One of y'all was waking bacon this morning?
I wish.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get into some front page news. Let's start off with your president, Donald Trump.
My president? Oh, okay. Well, Donald Trump tweeted out, if Chicago doesn't fix the horrible carnage going on, 228 shootings in 2017 with 42 killings, up 24% from 2016, I will send in the feds. That's his solution for what's going on in Chicago.
Okay, listen, can we talk about that for 1 second? I appreciate him acknowledging Chicago and that something needs to be done, but the feds will impact zero change. Maybe some short-term impact, but that's it. When they leave, which they eventually will have to do, the situations won't change. Like, solutions in Chicago have to start at the city and state level. And that's what makes Trump sound stupid, because he clearly doesn't understand how branches of government and work. Clearly.
Well, the mayor there has said that over the years, the federal government has stepped back their resources, which we have stepped up. The federal government can be a partner, and to be honest, they haven't been for decades. But I also feel like, what about other solutions, like working on doing things for the kids in the community and educational resources? How about things like that as well, instead of just saying, let's send in the feds?
Yeah, I mean, change needs to happen in Chicago, but it's not the president's job. Like, the governor needs to be held accountable, and senators, council members, elected local officials. Like, that's who really needs to be in leading the charge on change in Chicago.
Now, what happened with this young girl that you mentioned?
Oh, yeah, this was a really sad story when I was reading this. A young girl, 14 years old, Nakia Venant, she actually streamed herself hanging herself from the bathroom of her home in Miami Gardens. She was only 14 years old. They didn't give a lot of details other than to confirm that both child welfare administrators and the Miami Gardens Police Department were investigating her suicide in the care of a foster family. So she was in the care of a foster family. They said she was very smart academically. She smiled all the time. She had a lot of charisma, and she was her mother's first child and only girl. Her dream was to write a book on her life, and she had started a daily journal at such a young age. She was only in 7th grade.
Wow.
What was the point of her live streaming the suicide?
I have no idea. She was on Facebook Live, and one of her friends called the police, but the police showed up to the wrong address, and she didn't have the right information, and they just weren't able to prevent that from happening.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Can we start off with something happy? Do you have anything happy in that pile of papers over there?
No, I don't. I mean, Donald Trump is also ordering a revival of the Dakota Access Pipeline, he wants to bring that back, even though it could potentially, will contaminate the water and everything. So we're going to see what's going to happen. He also is talking about building that wall. He's ordering that wall to be built. So those are the things that Donald Trump has done so far after becoming president. He's ordered the wall to be built. He's ordered revival of the Dakota Access Pipeline.
He's keeping promises.
He's also saying he wants to send the feds into Chicago.
He's keeping promises. Listen, the only thing I need Donald Trump to do is just be briefed about UFOs and aliens and tweet that out, because I know it's coming. That's going to be the best thing about this presidency, the fact that he lets us know that E.T. and ALF and all the other extraterrestrials we ever known exist.
So Donald Trump tweeted out, big day planned on national security tomorrow. That's today. Among many other things, we will build the wall.
No, I can't wait till he tweets aliens with mad S's. Yeah. Aliens are here, dead ass. Now, I need you aliens to have the same energy that y'all have on Earth that y'all had on Mars. Okay? That's what I need to see.
All right. Tell them why you're mad is up next. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, call us right now. Maybe you had a bad night, a bad morning. Maybe said about life, whatever you need to do. Call us up, get it off your chest, and that way you can have a great day. 800-585-1051. Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Subscribe for more.
I'm gonna tell you why,
the
man.
Radio
For real, man. Hey, yo, my
YouTube
girl keep
channel.
coming home smelling like Polo Cologne. So, like that ain't for girls. Like, I know something's going on for real. Like, I'm heated about that. And now I need y'all to tell me why y'all mad. Why you mad? On the Breakfast Club for real.
Hello, who's this?
Yes, my name's Sassione from Cleveland.
Sassione.
Hello, Sassione. You sound like a nice little spice you find in an Italian restaurant. A little Sassione on my calzone.
Tell them why you mad,
y'all
bro.
silly, man. You know why I'm mad, man?
Nope.
I'm Trinidad American, right? But people assume that I'm Jamaican instead of asking me.
And
People do that to me too all the time because I'm half West Indian, and they always say, "Oh, you're Jamaican."
No, I think
Don't
people
you
think
hate
that you Asian. I never heard nobody say you Jamaican.
No, because I'm half West Indian, and when you say West Indian,
Right.
they say Jamaican.
Oh, when you say West Indian.
Right.
Okay.
People also assumed you're uncircumcised, right, Sassione?
Why would
Oh,
they?
my goodness, man.
I never heard
Angela, Charlamagne, you guys hit it on the head. You hear me, man? Don't.
Whoa, what'd you say about your head?
Whoa, you freaky this morning.
Damn.
All
What
right,
you say
bro.
about having a hoodie on your head?
All
My
right.
goodness.
Hello, who's this?
This is Jeremy from Philly.
Relax.
All right,
Hey,
Philly.
relax.
Jeremy. Why you mad, Jeremy?
I'm mad because last year I sent in half-naked pictures of myself to you guys to win that Natasha Sandy contest, and I'm still fat because y'all didn't pick me.
Well, you clearly didn't look like you needed that much assistance.
Yo, what
I
happened
need-
to those guys. Those two individuals?
One never showed up, and I don't know if the other one committed or not. I haven't heard from him, but we're about to do the die to die thing again with Dr. Natasha Sandy. You got to bring Dr. Sandy up here.
Yeah, we need to bring him definitely back up here. Hello, who's this?
It's Trey from Elizabeth City, man. What's happening?
What's up, bro? Tell him why you mad.
Hey, look, man, last week I called up here after a dude, when Trina was on the show, man. Dude called up here and said his music was popping, or nobody trying to hear him. And then Angela Yee, the beautiful Miss Angela Yee. Y'all gave him a shot, man. He wasn't ready, so I was trying to see if I could take his slot. What's happening?
Oh, you trying to rap?
Yeah, man.
All right,
what's
let's
up?
hear you.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
Let's hear it.
All right. Now here's a story about two brothers, closest pillows and covers, loyal to one another and more than helpful to others. They climbed their way out the gutter with a seed the size of mustard. The faith and strength they mustered, despite the lack of a mother who made them needle her lover, forcing her sons to suffer and overdose on the substance, the color of bread and butter.
Whoa.
Now,
Donald Trump just signed an executive order that says you must stop rapping immediately and get a job.
oh, I'm on my way to work right now.
There
man.
you go.
Okay,
There you go.
got
There
that a little
you
early.
go. There you go.
We
Hello, who's
appreciate
this?
you.
This is Ryan from Massachusetts.
Ryan, tell him why you mad, bro.
I'm just mad because, all love, but you guys get the segment where we can vent about why we mad, and Charlamagne always has that comment negative towards the people calling in. This is the time to vent, man. You got to let the people vent.
Okay, you got something you want to vent about, or just me?
About the negative news, man. I can't get away from it. TV. I go to you guys to get some free time, and still that negative news in the morning is killing me, man. How about some positivity?
You're right. Listen, man, I'm going to give you some positivity right now. Your girlfriend sent me some nudes, B. And they look really good. They look good. They look good. They made me feel good.
Well, that's positive.
At least they look good, though, bro. He could have said they look bad.
Yeah, they look good. They look good.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it.
No doubt. Tell her keep up the good work.
All right, man. Be positive.
All right, brother.
There we go.
At least you were positive.
That was positive.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Tika.
Hey!
I need you to have the same energy, Tika, when you telling us why you mad.
Why you mad?
Okay, let me tell you something. I was mad, but I'm not mad anymore. I was mad because I'm calling from Atlanta, and I thought you guys were off the radio station, but really y'all got moved to another radio station.
That's right,
So I was
two
mad for
stations.
a couple of weeks till I discovered
Yeah, I
that
found us.
y'all were still on the radio.
Yeah, I want to tell you what station we on, but we don't have the updated list in the studio.
It's 94.5.
There you go.
No, we're actually not on 94.5 anymore.
No, we're not on 94.5. That's the old station.
I think it's 92.3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's 92.3.
There you go.
You just saying anything now.
You just
You
agree.
guys, no, listen. You guys are on two radio stations.
92.3 and 96.7.
And 96.7, yeah.
There you go. 92.3 and 96.7 in Atlanta. 94.5 is trash. Tell them Charlamagne the God said it.
Damn it, man. All right. That wasn't too positive.
What?
But I ride
What
with
happened?
you. Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, call us right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, shout to everybody that came to the Agenda Trade Show. Now, if you don't know what Agenda is, that's a show where people come with their product and they try to sell it to different stores. So if you have clothing, if you have hats, if you have jeans, or if you have bracelets, you try to get your stuff into different department stores and mom and pop stores.
They have buyers that come there, and the buyers come and buy product for their stores.
So Angela Yee and I was there. We brought our Juices for Life BK and we were giving juices to everybody.
Yeah, we gave out some free juices, very beneficial. We did the morning rush yesterday. If you don't know what the morning rush, you can make it at home. It's with protein, peanut butter, bananas, and almond milk.
And Donald Trump just signed an executive order that black people can't sell juice anymore. Okay.
Well, they were free. We gave it away.
We gave it away free.
You don't want y'all giving away no fruits at all. He signed an executive order. Black people can't even hold fruits in their hand.
Angela Yee was working, and I was just the pretty model. That's all I was. I was the pretty model.
Matter of fact, Donald Trump said the only fruit that black people can touch is maconin.
You see? You know what? You go too far.
Listen, the world ain't been the same since Maconin touched T.I.'s ass this week. Have you noticed that?
That was not Maconin.
How you know that was Maconin?
That wasn't Maconin?
That was Maconin?
I heard it was Maconin.
You did not hear that.
That's what I heard.
Allegedly Maconin?
Allegedly it was Maconin touching T.I.'s ass from
Y'all
what I heard.
Y'all need to stop.
That ain't true?
T.I. gonna go off.
I'm not playing
nothing to do with
game with you. Yeah, we got rumors on the way.
Yes, we are going to give you an update on what happened with our good friend Q, a.k.a. Leaf, owner of and founder of World Star Hip Hop. Also, we'll talk about Oscars. This year, there was a difference from last year's Oscars So White, and we'll tell you what that is.
All right. And also, Chrisette Michele will be joining us next hour.
Chrisette So White.
Chrisette, man. Chrisette.
I can't wait to sit down and chop it up with Chrisette Michele. Even though I really, honestly don't care about her performing at the inauguration, that's her choice.
Right.
And she can make the decision she wants to make. It still should be an interesting conversation.
Okay. All right. We'll get into Chrisette Michele next hour, and rumors on the way. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Subscribe
morning,
for
everybody.
more.
It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast
Club.
Club.
Play Fake Love. That's too depressing. That's a depressing record.
I like that song.
Yes, but that's that. It's been raining for 3-4 days straight. Donald Trump about to tweet we're going to have a nuclear war record.
Jeez.
Come and see me for it.
All right. Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Q. Okay. Okay.
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
All right. That's what you want to do.
Man, rest in peace to Q, the founder of World Star Hip Hop. He's actually a good friend to everybody in this room.
Man.
He's helped us out tremendously.
Oh, man.
Listen, I used to work at Sirius. We didn't have any marketing budget at all. The only reason people knew who I was because of World Star posting.
The Breakfast Club, when we first started,
right.
our biggest promotion was absolutely World Star Hip Hop.
Absolutely.
Actually, when we first started, Q came up here and did a skit. He did a speed dating skit.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
He sure did.
Q been rocking with me at every level of my career. No matter when I was in South Carolina, Philadelphia, when I didn't have a radio job, he would always post our content all the time.
Well, here is Q when he was actually on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about the importance of video as opposed to just editorial content.
Seeing the poverty, you know what I'm saying, and it's right in your backyards of these, these congressmen, state legislators. I feel like these voices need to be heard. You know what I'm saying? So that was my job, to go out there and feel it like going on ground zero, and it was walking around, seeing it for your own eyes and feeling it, you know what I mean? Because I feel like with videos, you feel it more than just reading about it. Editorial doesn't make you feel it, you know what I'm saying? No one cared when we talked about police brutality and harassment until we actually start showing the videos. Then people's like, oh, okay, I see what you mean, you know what I mean? Because, a lot of people don't like these videos that's so in your face. But then again, these videos is what's going to help, bring awareness.
Q was my guy, man.
And every year he did every year he did this big giveaway.
Giveaway in Queens.
Queens,
yep.
So he did a lot of things for the community. I know a lot of people have been really negative, and
y'all don't know Q. Y'all only know what y'all see, the perception of somebody. You ain't never had a conversation with Q. That was one of the most positive brothers you will ever meet. One of the most helping brothers you would ever meet.
And I saw a lot of people that knew him personally just posting about how helpful he was, how kind he was, and he was very funny. Like everything negative that people said about him, he always thought it was funny. Like he would always hit me up and be like, "You see what people are saying?" and just kind of laughing about it. So
that was my guy. We used to talk all the time. We was talking a lot more lately because we got some projects in the works. One of those is World Star TV, which airs next Friday on MTV2, February 3rd.
He actually had a show, right, that was revolving around him and his website's crazy videos, celebrity guest appearances, and he had been in the gym a lot, trying to slim down.
Yeah, that's the show, World Star TV.
Right.
Yeah, hosted by comedian CP. Airs next Friday.
So they're saying that he did pass away in his sleep. and they are going to have an autopsy. So we will see exactly what went down.
Good dude, man. We're all off the good one. Y'all have no idea. To act like you did not revolutionize this hip-hop thing, you a damn lie.
And for a lot of artists that were trying to get seen for the first time and get their videos on Worldstar was such a big deal.
Absolutely.
He actually came up with G-Unit. That's the first time I met him. He was with the whole G-Unit clique and then branched off and did his own thing.
All right, now let's discuss Rashida and Kirk Frost from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Well, it seems like Kirk has had a side baby. He has a 6-month-old baby with
alternative child, G.
A 27-year-old woman named Jasmine Washington. She said she did have a relationship with Kirk, and she said
alternative relationship.
After they had the baby, he then abandoned her. She wants him to step up and take care of the baby and cover her legal fees as well. He's 47 years old. She's 27, and he had encouraged her, she said, not to work while they were together. She was a kept woman. He would take care of everything. He gave her a living allowance, a car. And then now the baby is 6 months old. She said he started denying their child after she broke up with him. And then he completely cut her off and their son in every way. And she's in a state of financial distress now. She hasn't been able to find a job, provide for her son. She wants to get his exact income. And she wants to get $2,500 in child support. She wants a DNA test. And she needs all of that.
Hey, how come women don't understand that alternative relationships are full of alternative facts? Yes, I will always be here for you. Yes, I love you. Yes, I care about you. But soon as something happens where my real relationship is threatened, you gotta go. Why? What's wrong with them?
My goodness.
All right, and the Oscars, we told you yesterday, they did announce the Academy Award nominations, and it's been record-breaking, so that's great. Denzel landed his 7th nomination for Fences, and Viola Davis also was nominated for Supporting Actress. They also had Octavia Spencer nominated for Hidden Figures, Naomi Harris for Moonlight. So it was a lot going on this year. For the last 2 years, no black actors had been nominated, no actors of color at all for the last 2 years. And now this year, it's been record-breaking. So that's good news after Oscars So White last year.
Can we just talk about how the Illuminati made Birth of a Nation just go away? Like, they really made that disappear. Okay.
It sure did.
And we talking, does anybody remember that movie, Birth of a Nation?
It's gone.
I remember.
Salute to my man Nate Parker, the Nat Turner story. They made that movie disappear. You think the Illuminati can't delete you like a tweet? Okay.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your Rumor Report. And by the way, that's going to air February 26th, the Academy Awards on ABC.
Okay. All right. When we come back, Chrisette Michele will be joining us. Of course, she's the young lady that performed at Trump's inauguration, and everybody destroyed.
Now, listen. I saw another interview she did.
On Billboard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I saw that too.
So did she come here before or after Billboard?
After.
It was after? Okay.
Why?
I'm just seeing what dream we selling to people this morning.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. We'll get into that when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Subscribe for more.
Back.
Morning, the Radio Online YouTube channel.
Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
You've been hearing our name in the news a lot lately.
Yeah, a lot lately. Miss Chrisette Michele.
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, let's just get right to it. Why'd you decide to perform for Donald Trump?
I needed them to see us. I needed them to see what we have to say, what we look like, how we talk. I needed, with the entire campaign experience, I think that many of us were wondering, who is he talking to? You know, you would hear something and you would say, why does he think it's okay to talk to, quote unquote, us like that? And so I needed him to see what us looked like, because I was as confused as everybody else, wondering, I'm the one who feels left out. And I would keep hearing him say, or the campaign trail say, you know, for the people who feel like they don't belong, or who feel like they're not being heard. And I was saying, I don't know if we're being heard. So I had to go. There was no hesitation. As soon as we got the call, the first thing I'm like,
did Omarosa really call you?
Yeah, how did you get the call?
They said Omarosa called you.
Okay, I want to let you know, and you can tell me all the rumors. I had turned off my phone as soon as I decided to do it, because I knew that people wouldn't understand. And I referred to myself as a wolf in sheep's clothing, but really I was a sheep in wolf's clothing. I was as afraid as we all are right now, knowing that I had to put on some kind of armor. I called it the armor of God, and that's why I went there and sang gospel. And no, I don't personally know Omarosa, and no, she didn't call me.
Who called
Did you anticipate that?
Hold on, how did you get the call initially to do the inauguration?
So there's a great company called Universal Productions, and they book us and
the Soul Circus?
No.
Oh, you idiot.
What are you talking about?
Universal.
That's Universal Circus, you idiot.
Yeah, Universal. You heard the Universal music?
All right, please serious.
Okay, so they booked me for a lot of different things.
So booking agency.
But regular, everyday booking agency that books artists. And they said, Well, they didn't call me. My phone doesn't ring for those people. I have a team.
Call your fiance, your manager.
My manager, yes. They called, and he called me into his office, and he was like, "You're not gonna believe this." And he told me, you know, they want you to perform at the inauguration. And
what was your initial reaction?
That's what I'm about to say. Immediately, I said, absolutely. And he said, oh, hell no.
Oh, you said yes immediately?
It was no hesitation. The first thing in my mind was...
Before he told you how much he was getting paid or after?
We negotiate that. So there was no... Like on a one sheet, they don't say we have this amount of money to pay you.
They ask how much...
They ask what's your fee. Yeah. So...
$250,000.
No, my fee. You think Chrisette Michele, the soul singer from New York,
you got paid $250,000.
Okay, that's another rumor. So no, I didn't get paid $250,000. But if I did get paid $250,000, I would be very proud of that. There are black people who wanted to sing in the White House 100 years ago that sang on the steps because they wouldn't let us in. So, and they would sing for free. The way I sang for Barack Obama was for free. But you know, this was a business deal, and like any other business deal, I'm an artist. I get paid to do what I do.
Right. Oh, so you sang for Barack before?
Yeah.
Oh, so this wasn't just
more than once. As a matter of fact, Michele, they say, you know, Michelle Obama would leave the White House and go on these little trips. One day she came on a trip to go see me perform at a small spot in Washington, D.C. And after that, I knew that I had the ear of political great people, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna use this to say what we have to say. Now, so that's why I went.
Did you anticipate how crazy the backlash would be? Because we've seen other people, Jennifer Holliday, we've seen other people that attempted to go and perform, and even with the White House, they weren't gonna release who was performing because they knew it scared some people. So in your head, did you know, okay, this is gonna be crazy for me?
I knew, I saw what Jennifer Holliday went through, and I knew that I was great before they called me, and I was still great after they called me. I was the same Chrisette Michele before they called me that I was after. So I didn't anticipate my own fans being as enraged. I thought that they had heard the album that I put out called Let Freedom Reign. I thought that they heard me sing Black Girl Magic. I thought that they had seen me go to Harvard University and talk about black art and how we can use art to change
that
social.
The social. They don't matter when you do something they don't like.
Right. So I would have never guessed that. I would have thought they said, "Now we know Chrisette. She is." I thought some of my accolades would have stood for who I am. And they didn't. One thing I will say is that as I travel around the country, which I do all the time, and around the world, I just was overseas a little while ago. I've heard so many different ideas of what's going on in the country from all different shades. And so putting out No Political Genius, it was my way of saying there's more than just you that lives here, you know? And if we don't know anything about each other, then we'll never be able to get along. I'm holding on to the words from Maya Angelou and from greats like Ayan Levanzat, who understand that if we don't talk to each other, we'll never unify and we'll never get anything done. So my goal now is to start conversation, continue conversation, and not to be afraid of conversation, and see if maybe somebody will listen and maybe something can change.
You don't think it was a smack in the face, though, to Barack, because you rode with them so much, and you said Michelle came to your show.
And he's still insulting Barack Obama.
My thing was,
at the inauguration and grab him by the... many disrespectful things. And you at one point you didn't say, nah, I'm riding with
yes.
I mean, even not as a black thing, just as a woman.
Right.
As a woman, as a black person. My thing was, Barack was my leader for 8 years. What's Barack doing? And Barack was there. Now, there were 60 Democrats who weren't. What does that say? That says that the voice that we had, we're not going to have. The same way that the Republicans walked out on Barack Obama is the same way that Democrats are walking out on Donald Trump. So where are we going to be? Who's going to speak for us? I'm no political genius, and I'll say that 1,000 times, but I am an American.
See, I think that's the problem, though. I think people want political geniuses to talk to Trump, even though Trump's not a politician.
Right.
I think when they look at you, they're like, why is Chrisette Michele talking to Donald Trump? What could she possibly say?
Because I'm as upset as y'all are, and I'm invited to a lot of people's offices. I'm invited to a lot of mayors' offices. And so if, by some chance, we could have a conversation and somebody could tell me what to say. If Charlemagne can tell me what he wants to see fixed, if Angela can tell me what she wants to see changed, if Envy can tell me what he can't stand that's going on, and if we could all be one voice and I could bring that to somebody, I will, because I do have access. I was at the inauguration.
All right, well, we got more with Chrisette Michele. When we come back, we're going to ask her about comments made by Spike Lee, Talib Kweli, Questlove, and more. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We have Chrisette Michele in the building. Charlemagne?
Did you get a chance to have a conversation with Donald Trump?
Like, if there was one?
Right. Donald Trump was not at the ball. So, you know, we talk about the media and what we see on television.
So he wasn't at the place you
He wasn't.
It was the Liberty.
No. I was at the ball that he spoke at, but he didn't get there until we were leaving.
Okay. So kind of pointless, Chrisette. You took a lot of heat for nothing.
I took a lot of heat because I want to unify America. I didn't go there to see if I could shake down. What's a handshake gonna do?
I don't know. You said, but that's what you're saying. You're saying you went there to have a conversation with him, but you didn't even get to do
went there to begin a conversation with America. I went there to show them what we look like. And after the show or the performance was over, and I sing a gospel song. I don't know if people watched.
What's the song? Because I'm a heathen. I don't know. What's the song?
Intentional is the name of the song. Okay. And it's by Travis Green.
Right. You guys perform together.
We perform together.
People don't like him right now either.
It seems like people are in love with him right now. I don't know what you're reading again, and I don't mean to be rude. I'm just saying I can't.
All day.
No, we had Angela Rye here yesterday. I think she said she got to find her a new gospel singer because Travis Green used to be her favorite.
That's one person who said that, and he just put out a new record and it's doing well in the charts. So no offense to anybody who's upset with him, but there are people who don't even know to be upset with him. I'm walking into the gym that I go to. Don't say nothing crazy, but I'm walking into the gym that I go to, and there was a white because you always got something funny to say. And now,
what would be so crazy?
Well, the last time I came, I said I'm a fat vegan. You said, why you got to call yourself fat? Anyway, moving on. But I walked in, I didn't. But I walked into the gym the other day, and there was this white lady in a black suit with red lipstick on, and she was as enraged as I was, but she looked nothing like me. And I said, I performed at the inauguration. You know what the first words out of her mouth was? Oh my God, congratulations. And that's the response I'm getting from people, and we don't even know that people feel that way. And like you looking at me now, I looked at her, I said,
so you're saying you're about to switch genres? You're going to start doing country music? You're going to start performing for white people?
No, I'm going to start talking to more people.
Got you.
And see if we have anything in common. And then see what I can take.
Were your feelings hurt, though, when you saw a lot of people were, doing all the memes and really harshly attacking
I didn't watch the memes.
And even with Spike Lee.
You can tell me. You can show me whatever you want.
Well, even like with Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
I know that had
Let's go there.
You saw that, and I know that had to upset
She ready for Spike, boy.
Obviously, your fiance.
Well, because he's one of my quote-unquote, and we can disagree or agree on this term, peers. In other words, we're both people who create. We're both artists who bring things to media and say things. So the reason why something that comes from his mouth would be disappointing more than hurtful is disappointing is because he's the person who's supposed to teach me how to create this art and how to get it out. He's the person who created Crooklyn and is telling people that he's not going to pay me for a song he never called me about. So teach me, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm much rather, and if he was here right now, I would much rather have a conversation than a tweet.
Right.
You took the time.
You did address it in your spoken word.
I did address it in my spoken word.
You called him a crook from Crooklyn.
I addressed it in my spoken word. And I had to get that off my chest because I don't know anybody who didn't watch Crooklyn. I'm not from that side of town. I wasn't raised in that experience, but it was eye-opening and it made me think, and I was proud of that. I was proud of watching that. And now I want to create that. Now I'm bringing in cameras and paying for that stuff with my own $750,000. And Spike Lee's not going to be able to teach me. He's not going to be able to show me anything because he doesn't even want to have a conversation. So I invite him right now. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk, please. Questlove, one of my peers, somebody who
pay you not to perform,
and I would have paid him to perform. I mean, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? If Questlove, who I've worked with on his music, doesn't know that I didn't go there for money, then we don't know each other. None of us know each other.
I think the problem is I don't have a problem with people engaging. I truly believe that, throughout the history of the civil rights struggle, you've had engagers and you've had resistors. Some people choose to engage, some people choose to resist. I think both methods are cool. I just want us to be on the same page.
Right.
But I think with you, I think people just want people to wait and see what Trump does. Like, he's ran
a campaign. Is that scary?
But no, he's ran a campaign of hate for 18 months. He needs to prove to us first that he's worthy of our conversation.
But I'm afraid to wait. I'm afraid to wait because I don't know what he's going to do tomorrow. I don't know what they're going to do tomorrow. I don't know if my small black business is going to count as buy American tomorrow. I don't know where I fit in.
Why not go to the Women's March then?
They don't invite D-list celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I didn't get no phone
call. A lot of people called them to come. It wasn't that they really reached out to people. They said that all kinds of people were calling them because I was there, and they.
You don't gotta be a celebrity to go to the march.
I mean, I could stand outside amongst everybody, and I was in the city during the march. I was there, but I wasn't invited to speak on the stage.
Because I think that could have been a powerful thing.
I think what I did was a powerful thing. I think what Alicia Keys did with it was a powerful thing. I think what Madonna did was a powerful thing. I think if we all think about doing powerful things on the platform we have instead of doing powerful things on Instagram, will be a lot better.
But this is the thing, though. Like, you did utilize the platform, but you didn't like make a stand.
Did you listen?
At the
Did you
inauguration.
listen? Did you see my Basquiat skirt? Like, I am an artist. I wasn't given a microphone to be a speaker, so I wore Basquiat there. And on my Basquiat skirt showed us being hung, showed us being beaten by police, showed the brutality, and nobody listened. You didn't listen, and they're still calling. Congressmen are now calling me. So I'll go there.
I think you should have wore a Black Lives Matter T-shirt.
I wrote a song, Black Girl Magic, and Spike Lee won't play it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Even if you would have said it on stage, like Black Girl Magic.
I did.
I did.
You wasn't listening. You wasn't watching.
Sue me. That's what you're
That's
here
the whole
for.
thing is that.
So
really,
you
should have watched it to see because.
And even if he didn't, that's okay. I didn't do it for views. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to get more followers on Instagram.
But people will criticize something, but not really know the whole.
Have no clue.
Entire story.
Have no.
I saw Little Mo rode really hard for you because she does know you personally, and that's your friend. You know, so I guess she would know where your heart is at more than.
I appreciate Mo's passion. And I'm grateful for. The truth of the matter is, nobody has walked up to me on the street and said, I hate you. There's people who are excited and saying I support you from behind closed doors. The people, behind closed doors. But I need somebody to stand next to me and say, I support you, and we do this together.
So don't listen to Charlamagne. Lloyd definitely didn't say that.
He didn't say don't.
I was going to ask, though.
No, I want to know, but for everybody, what did you say on stage? Because that's what people are going like. So for people who didn't watch?
I said it's not over until it's good. I said to keep hope alive. I said, put your hands up in the air and wave them from side to side. That's what I said. I said, look at my skirt. I wore a skirt created by a white woman with a black man's art on it. That's what I said. I'm an artist again.
Not good enough. You should have said, hands up, don't shoot. Black Lives Matter.
Then you say that. You say that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to the inauguration. I learned from
No, say it from the Breakfast Club. I'm listening.
Absolutely.
I'm listening.
We say it up here, but after seeing Donald Trump's first week.
I don't know if those were the perfect words for the inauguration, though.
We've been conforming to them. Why are we conforming to the oppressor?
You're not listening.
Okay.
You're not watching either.
Okay.
You're not watching me. You're not watching me. You haven't been watching me. And you've always been kind. So, because we are in our community and I know how things turn into beef. You've always been kind. You've always been cordial. You've always been a great conversationalist. And that's the reason why I came, because I know that y'all know how to talk.
Right.
And y'all are okay with conversation.
That is one thing I said. I said, y'all acting like y'all boycotting Chrisette Michele, but y'all was
Chrisette.
not. I don't think y'all was. Yeah, Chrisette. I don't think y'all was supporting her.
Before. Let's start with the 700,000 followers that I had. And then there are 30 million other Americans besides that. So the 30 million other Americans, black Americans besides that, are making a decision now. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
All right, we got more with Chrisette Michele when we come back. Don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Chrisette Michele. After seeing the first week in office with Donald Trump and the things that he did with the PMI for that mortgage insurance that's going to hurt working class, and the abortion thing that he did that's going to hurt our community, do you still, if you could have did it over, would you say I still would have done it? Because nothing has changed. We said we hope
it's been 3 days.
And it's all been bad.
And it's been scary. We got 4 years ahead of us. So prayerfully, allegedly, right? Hopefully, there can be some change in the next 10 days, in the next 2 weeks, in the next 10 weeks, in the next 10 months. I'm hoping.
When somebody shows you who they are, we should believe them.
Huh?
I'm a stern believer when somebody shows you who they are, we should believe them.
Maya Angelou, I understand. I understand.
But I also believe.
But so there's no hope for America?
No, I mean, there's definitely hope, because I believe in God. So
there's no hope for Donald Trump, is what you're saying.
No.
Is it what?
Look at me in my eye. Is there hope for America?
Right.
I'm America.
Yes.
You're America.
Yes, because God is in control. But like I said before.
And that's what I said on the stage. You just said you was a heathen.
I mean, I'm righteous and righteous.
Okay, so then you're not a heathen.
I got a nice little balance.
Because look, there's something that we can agree on. God is in control.
Absolutely.
And can we start there? Because that's all I said on that stage that you didn't watch.
I think people would like to see people like yourself use your influence to get some intellectuals in front of these people that you're in front of.
So I'm creating a TV show. It's called No Political Genius. And No Political Genius is a show where I go to the white girl in Dakota with the same situation as the black girl in Far Rockaway. And then I bring Congress people and mayors from their area to talk to those situations, the intellects. I just want to be, like I said before, the bridge. I'm a creative. I know how to create stuff. That's what I do best. I wish that a Spike Lee could show me what angles to use, what lighting to use, what color to put on the filter. But if he doesn't, then I'll create something in 2017 that does bring intellects before this situation.
Yeah, that's what I think the bridge is.
That's my goal.
The bridge is getting in front of those people and bringing John Lewis,
that's all I want to do.
The head of the National Black Caucus, like
these people that I've spoken to. Again, can we be clear?
Yeah,
right.
That was a bit harsh.
I know, baby. Why'd you have to say that?
Did you post it too?
I did, but I said my fiance said.
But do you feel
sometimes your man got to speak up for you?
Do you feel like it's a double standard though? Because they really came at you hard. I didn't see them come at Floyd Mayweather at all, to be honest with you.
Right, and please, Charlamagne, understand that it's okay for them to come for me. Like, people are entitled to a broken heart. And I'm hoping that people will be just as entitled to heal. Of course, people are going to come for you, no matter what you do. People come for you.
I love it.
So what am I supposed to do? Cry?
Yes, that's what I was hoping you would do on the show today, because then...
you know, for ratings?
I honestly thought you was going to come in here and say, look,
I am Chrisette Michele.
My mom is sick. Somebody's sick.
My mother just went back to work after managing me for 10 years, and so did my father. They just got a new spot, and I'm paying their mortgage and my brother's college tuition. I am never crying about people calling me a coon or a bitch. Again, we've been called that for years.
I'm glad you're strong, but I'm just telling you what I was hoping for.
But where's your hope lying? You said you was now you're not a heathen.
I'm righteous. I told you a balance.
I need you to want me to stand. I need you to want that. I need you to want that.
I judge people by their motives.
Okay, one of my goals is to sit down with John Lewis and to bring his point of view. One of my goals is to sit down with Kasim. Not goals; these are things we're setting up.
Just bring them with you. Like me, they asked me.
I don't know if they got the time to walk around through South Dakota with me. The thing is
I'm talking about in front of Trump. Then they asked me, "Would you go meet Trump, Charlamagne?"
She wasn't even in front of Donald Trump, though. He wasn't there.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I would have said I'd have bought Minister Farrakhan with me. Yeah, that's what I would have did. I would have just been the bridge like that.
But listen, do you really? There's a reason why I was given the microphone. Can we start there?
Yeah, because they don't think you're going to say nothing threatening. They don't think you're going to say nothing that's going to challenge the establishment.
So, like I am, the artist that I am, and the speaker that I am, and the girl that I am, I'm going to say it my way, but I hope that I can say your words. I do. I'll just say it my way.
Now, what about this album that you have, the spoken word album?
I'm releasing it on February 1st. I woke up on Sunday at like 3 o'clock. No, Monday at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And all of these words, again, I'm an artist. I need to start there every time because some stuff artists do are weird. But I woke up with all of these words in my mind and I had to write them out. I just had to get them down. And so I told my manager after I finished writing, get me into the studio, please. And I went to the studio and recorded it. It's not necessarily a response to everything. Some of it is, but it's just my perspective.
Let's hear it. You got it. You got it.
Sure. Which track is this?
This is the spoken word one.
Why are you laughing? Y'all about to play something by somebody else?
What you mean? No, this is the spoken word.
Okay, so this one is called No Political Genius.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the title track. I am the black song Spike Lee won't sing. I am the black voice inauguration bells ring. I am the black sheep disguising the scared wolf. No, I'm the black elephant in the red room scared shook.
It's already been remixed too. People are doing remix versions.
I will not be watching. I am the black song Spike Lee won't sing. I am the black voice inauguration bells ring. I am the black sheep disguising the scared wolf. No, you gotta read. I knew he was gonna play something that ain't by me.
Michele, how much did you get paid for the inauguration?
I'd rather not say.
It wasn't $250,000 though.
More or less.
She said that was a rumor.
That was a rumor, but I don't ever disclose that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't talk about what kind of car I drive. Like that's not me. I don't.
I see that Cartier love bracelet though.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Pretty penny.
At the end of the day, was all of this worth it?
Right. It's been 3 days. Mm-hmm. What is all of this?
3 days, 72
3
hours.
days. That's all we talking
lifetime
about.
On Twitter.
So just to be clear, you're not a Donald Trump supporter, just so we can be clear about that.
Let's talk about what it means to support people really fast. Okay? Does that mean, did I pay for his thing? Does that mean that I vote for him? I did none of those things.
Does that mean that
Does that mean that I agree with all of the awful rhetoric that I'm hearing? Absolutely not.
No
Absolutely
contributions to him at all.
No, I can't. My contribution would be, is there anything I can do to open up you people's eyes?
Who's you people, though?
We about to find out.
Because we woke.
I'm woke, right? But people don't know that I'm woke either. So he might not know that you're woke. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my thing is, we all live here. Like, here. This is the only country we live in. I said in the next poem, is there a charter boat back to where I came from? And who's going to tell me where the hell that is? It's not in my history book. So we're here. There's no boat somewhere else. I'm just saying.
I got you. Let me ask one last question. All lives matter or Black Lives Matter?
For me, I'm black. And my life matters.
Black girl magic.
Seen. The reason the entire experience was started wasn't because all lives didn't matter. It was because Black Lives Matter. So there's no contradiction there. Civil rights activists like Martin Luther King didn't only march for us. He was a civil rights leader, civil for all people here. Black Lives Matter, though.
All right. Well, there you have it.
And thank you so much for coming up. I know it's been a lot going on, so we appreciate you coming and trying to clear everything up and just let people know what was really going on. I have no problem with
engagement. I say it all the time. We're going to have engages. We're going to have resistors. I just think that those of us with influence should use our influence to get the intellectuals in front of those people like Trump.
And that's my goal with No Political Genius. I just want to say that again, so that when you see No Political Genius on television and me talking to these congressmen and to folks like John Lewis and bringing it to the ears of the people that might be able to make a change, you'll say she said she was going to do that. I want you to believe in me.
And I do, and I don't agree with, I think we all, engages and resistors have to be on the same page.
Right.
Regardless. If the end result and the goal we want is the betterment of us as a people, we shouldn't be infighting amongst each other.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's why I wrote the poetry, because that is to us. That's to say, guys, like, I know you may not like what I did, but if we can't speak, then I'm not going to be able to do anything different. So, God forbid I have to use somebody else's money.
Gotcha.
Because Spike Lee don't got me.
Damn. Well, there you have it. It's Chrisette.
She didn't cry, but it was good.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Turn the damn mics on.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning.
Salute to Chrisette Michele for stopping by.
Chrisette Michele, man.
What do I keep saying?
Chrisette.
Okay. But salute to her for stopping by. I thought it was a good conversation. I didn't learn anything.
No.
I just... you make choices in life, you make your choices in life, period. I didn't
stand by it.
Stand by it. She stood by it. I didn't care.
I was excited to perform.
I didn't care when she performed at the inauguration.
I got some money, and that's that.
Yeah, she got
her bread.
She got a check. She said she wasn't hurting before that. She did it because she wants to bridge the gap. Look, I can only judge a person by their motives, not their actions. If she says her motive was pure, so be it. I wasn't checking for Chrisette Michele before this.
Chrisette!
Whatever. God bless her. You know what I mean.
All right. Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Paris Jackson.
Listen up. It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Paris Jackson is 18 years old now. That's Michael Jackson's oldest child. And she did an interview with Rolling Stone. Now, she talked about her life as a kid. She said, we actually had a pretty normal life. Like, we had school every single day. We had to be good. If we were good every other weekend or so, we could choose whether we were going to go to the movie theater or see the animals or whatever. But if you were on bad behavior, you wouldn't get to do any of those things. Now, she also did talk about her father's death. And she did feel that it was more than obvious that her father was murdered. She said,
really?
All arrows point to that. It sounds like a total conspiracy theory, and it sounds like BS, but all real fans and everybody in the family knows it. It was a setup. It was BS. She said a lot of people wanted him dead. She also said AEG Live does not treat their performers right. They drain them dry and work them to death. And she said he would drop hints about people being out to get him, and at some point he was like, they're going to kill me one day.
Wow.
Now, she also talks about being black. She said, I consider myself black. She said that her dad would look her in the eyes and point his finger at her, and he'd be like, you're black. Be proud of your roots. And I'd be like, okay, he's my dad. Why would he lie to me? So I just believe what he told me, because to my knowledge, he's never lied to me.
That's what Richard Dozal's father told her, too.
She said, most people that don't know me call me white. Black. I've got light skin, and especially since I've had my hair blonde, I look like I was born in Finland or something.
She look white with blue eyes to me.
She does,
but she's black. She identifies as black.
What do the police identify her as? That's what counts.
Probably white.
Exactly.
All right, and speaking of color, Ricky Smiley has had to defend his son, Malik Smiley. On his show, Ricky Smiley For Real, his 15-year-old son had this to say.
Black females are not attractive to me. Oh, you know, I look at them as my sisters, you know, like my, you know, dap them up, give them a hug. But if it's a different race, you know, it's like, all right, I'm attracted to you in that type of way.
That boy crazy.
So he said he's not attracted to black girls.
Boy, listen here. The last thing you want is a bunch of black women in your mentions going in on you. Trust me, I know.
That boy crazy.
What is his Twitter so I can get him, make sure y'all light his ass up?
He's 15 years old. Now, he did defend himself.
Lord have mercy.
Here's what Malik Smiley said after this episode aired, and clearly he got aired out.
Ain't no clearing that up.
I really did not mean it in that way.
Whoa.
The producer told me, say, he gives me a script. This is what happens when you do the interview, you know, when you talk in the reality show. So he gives me a script, and I say exactly what's off that script. Other people, they say other things, but I say exactly what they told me. What I really said, they must have cut this out, because I know for a fact that I have said this when they was interviewing me. I had a bad experiences with a lot of black females, and I really, trying to, I just want to try something different.
Oh boy!
There's not a script in the world and a check attached to it that can make me say anything negative about.
Well, Ricky Smiley has had to defend his own son as well, and here's what he said.
My son just coincidentally texted me, and he said, "Dad, I made a mistake." And he said, he's getting blowed up on social media because of his statement about not being attracted to black women. And sometimes people will come into a situation with a different agenda. And sometimes stuff get past you that I never would have even approved, even if he felt that way. Because if our target audience is black women, why would you have a 15-year-old kid and let that air on him making a disparaging statement about black women?
And I ain't gonna lie, all of y'all sound like suckers. And the reason y'all sound like suckers is because, Ricky Smiley, you don't watch the final edits of your show? If that's your reality show and you're executive producer on your reality show,
they were like, we're going to get some conversation going with this one.
You're not watching the final edits of your show, bro?
It was his reality show?
I think that's his reality show.
He let that on his own reality show?
Ricky Smiley, you sound like a complete sucker.
Wait, play it again, his son? I got to hear it one more time.
Black females are not attractive to me. I look at them as my sisters, like my, dap them up, give them a hug. But if it's a different I'm attracted to you in that type of way.
Listen, I just want to know why y'all keep trying to blame it on the producers. You got the son saying that he was handed a script, so he read the script verbatim. You got Ricky saying the producers put it out and he wouldn't have approved it. Why didn't you watch the final edit?
His son also said that he looks at them like his sisters. He said, I went to an all-white school. Sometimes people have different tastes, and I don't have a taste for her because his cousin was setting him up on a blind date with him.
Rest in peace to him, bro. Rest in peace to his mentions, bro. What is his Twitter? Rest in peace to his mentions, because he don't know what he about to get.
He getting it.
Okay, that's like, he already getting it?
Hell yeah, he getting it.
I didn't notice.
I dap him up and I hug him.
I dap him up and I hug him. Well, I'm telling you do not want us. The last thing you want is a bunch of black women in your mentions coming at you defending their crown. You hear me?
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
That's like millions of Category 5 hurricanes just hitting you at once. Right?
He ain't say I'm joking. He ain't say gotcha.
The worst part was when he said I dap him up and hug him.
I dap him up.
That's what I do to my boys. Jesus Christ!
I hear it one more time.
God bless them.
No,
black females are not attractive to me. I look at them as my sisters. Like my, dap them up, give them a hug.
I stop.
Whoa! Poor guy. He don't know what he did. What the Bible say? They do not now know what they do. What is the thing? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Lord have mercy.
Goodness gracious. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Solomon, you got a donkey coming up?
No, I don't. I need to sit here and get myself together for a second.
All right, get yourself together.
I cannot believe what I just heard.
That is crazy.
Lord
all right. Donkey today is up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That boy.
WWPR-FM HD1 New York.
Subscribe for more. The Radio Online YouTube channel.
You are a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Yes, the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Listen, man, I had to call an audible. I had somebody else I wanted to give Donkey of the Day to. It was actually Sean Spicer, but I gave him Donkey of the Day earlier this week, and then y'all just played me that audio just now. So Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, January 25th goes to Ricky Smiley. Okay, now, on Ricky Smiley's reality show, his son made these comments about black women. You got the comments? Play the comments.
Black females are not attractive to me. You know, I look at them as my sisters, you know, like my, you know, that promote, give them a hug. But if it's a different race, you know, it's like, all right, I'm attracted to you in that type of way.
Jesus Christ. He knows not what he do. How old is he?
15.
He's 15. I'm not pressing him. I can't press him. I'm pressing his daddy. Okay. Now, Ricky's son defended himself. We got the comments of Ricky's son defending himself.
Yeah, we pulling it up.
What he said he meant.
Here it goes.
All right, I really did not mean it in that way. I got in the room. The producer told me, say he gives me a script. This is what happens when you do the interview. You know, when you talk in the reality show. So he gives me a script, and I say exactly what's off that script. Other people, they say other things, but I say exactly what they told me. What I really said, they must have cut this out, because I know for a fact that I have said this when they was interviewing me. I had a bad experiences with a lot of black females, and I really, I just want to try something different.
Bruh, you're not Anchorman. Stop reading everything that's in front of you. Okay, if the script said I like licking penises like lollipops, would you have read that verbatim too?
Maybe.
Okay. like the fact that you read off a script makes it worse. Like, you should have read that on the script and said, hell no, and then had the producer or writer who wrote that fired. Now, Ricky Smiley defended his son. Do we have Ricky making his defense?
We have it.
My son just coincidentally texted me, and he said, Dad, I made a mistake. And he said, he's getting blowed up on social media because of his statement about not being attracted to black women. And sometimes people will come into a situation with a different agenda. And sometimes stuff get past you that I never would have even approved, even if he felt that way. Because if our target audience is black women, why would you have a 15-year-old kid and let that air on him making a disparaging statement about black women?
What do you mean, let it air? Smileys. Smiley family. Smiley clan. What's wrong with y'all? You can't blame producers for that. You can't blame anybody but yourself. Ricky Smiley, you got the power. Okay, you should watch the final edits of your show to prevent this kind of stuff from happening. Stop blaming producers and everybody else. Have some accountability, okay? If your son don't like black women, let's play this clip again. Play the clip one more time.
Black females are not attractive to me. You know, I look at them as my sisters, you know, like my, you know, that promote, give them a hug. But if it's a different race, you know, it's like, all right, I'm attracted to you in that type of way.
If your son don't like black women, tell him stand on that. Because he said it. Don't blame it on the script. Don't you blame it on no producers. Stand by it. The only reason you backing off it now is because you catching all this heat on social media from these black women that you say are your target audience. Please give Ricky Smiley the biggest hee-haw.
See?
I don't know if you saw, but Ricky Smiley was also tweeting about that.
Boy, he just needs to leave it alone.
And he said that the producers made his son say that, and the producer is going to apologize.
No,
that's his show.
That's your show.
That's his
You're the executive producer of your show, Ricky Smiley. You should be watching the final edits. You cannot blame that on no damn producer.
That is your own show.
You don't blame that on no producer. Oh, the script. I read it off the script. No, that's you.
That's your show.
You're responsible for the words that come out of your mouth. Stop it.
He's supposed to protect his son. Even if his son felt that way, he should have had a conversation with his son and said, you sound like an idiot.
Ricky,
your mother's black, your grandmother's black. Like, you should.
Ricky is grown. Ricky Smiley is a grown-ass man. Stop blaming it on producers, man. Take the L. Tell your son stand by it. Take this heat, okay? Take this heat from these black women that are probably in your mentions right now.
He's really not going to like black women now.
Oh, no. What? What? You think he hated black women before? Wait till he read his mentions after the day.
He ain't going to Essence Festival ever.
He might not talk to his mama ever again. He really might not talk to his mama ever again.
Damn. All right, well, that donkey today was well deserved. Thank
he
you for
hates
it.
Scandal now. He hate How to Get Away with Murder. He hate Insecure. That's right, Essence Festival. He ain't never going to
He going to dap up Issa Rae, though.
He ain't going to dap up Issa Rae.
Nah, he might. His daddy might not go to the Essence Festival no more. All right. Well, he ain't gonna like this next segment. Ask Yee's next. 800-585-1051. You want to talk to a black female? Call her up right now. If you need some advice, if you need some help in your relationship, Angela Yee, this black female, will help you out.
I can't help you get out of this, though.
You can't help me get out of that one, no? 800-585-1051 for real. But if you need some help in your relationship,
call me foolish, man. But I always hear black women say how certain black men have a disdain for them.
Mm-hmm.
They try to say I have it, but I really didn't realize that some of these dudes told like black women like that. Like that's ridiculous to me. I don't even understand that logic.
I don't know.
Just let you know how rough
what do you
for black
see when you
women
see your mama
out here?
Your grandma. You look at your mama as a brother. Your mama, your daddy.
He daps him up. He daps
your mama. I don't know.
But you know what I think is stupid, and you do all the time. You make fun of different shades of
shut your waffle colored ass up. What you got to do with
what does this have to do with anything? Are you a black woman?
Exactly.
How did this come from us talking about how tough black women have it to you being upset?
Check him, boo-boo. Get him. I'm sitting there talking about black women. Here come Envy talking about light-skinned men. See what I'm saying?
Envy, just because you have boobs, that does not make you a black woman.
Ooh, drop one of clues bombs for Angela Yee this morning. Telling the truth. Telling the truth.
You know what?
Always trying to omit us.
Did you just try to snap your fingers like you're a black woman?
You know what?
Whoa. Why are you rolling your head? You know what? Whoa, you rolling
Leave me
your
alone.
neck. Why are you rolling your head?
This is bullying.
You are so stereotypical.
800-585.
Talking about black women, Emmy want to bring it back to himself.
Yeah.
You know what you do?
Yeah. I see what I'm saying? That's why we got to get rid of light-skinned niggas.
Now we got to get rid of us?
Okay.
You know what? Ask He's next. It's the Breakfast Club. Bitches.
The Breakfast Club.
Early in the morning.
Check out this rewind.
Now, we're talking about these comments that Gilbert Arenas put on Twitter. Now, what did he say, Yee?
He said, this is what America was hoping for when they announced the WNBA back in 1996. Not a bunch of chicks running around looking like cast members from Orange is the New Black. He said, there's a few cutie pies, but there's a whole lot of bean pies. If Skylar Diggins came out like this, I don't care if she missed every layup. I'm going to buy season tickets. And he said, if you think this is sexist, 9 times out of 10, you the ugly one, and we didn't pay to come see you play anyway. Hashtag Donkey Kong. This will be awesome. Sold out everywhere. And basically he's saying if women were dressed scantily and were good looking, that would mean people would go to WNBA games and watch.
He has a point because, yes, it's easy to market sex, but the WNBA women just need to be really good. Like, it doesn't matter what they look like.
Well, some of them are really good. Now, listen, I used to do marketing for the New York Liberty and the WNBA, and I did go to a couple of games. And I know some issues I've heard people talking about why they didn't go to the games is they don't like the fact that the women, most of them don't dunk. And the games are a lot lower scoring, so they're not as fast. And there's not as much money in the WNBA.
The game is slow.
They don't spend as much money marketing it.
It's not as exciting. My daughter, who plays basketball, has never said, Dad, let's go to a WNBA game. She'd rather go see the NBA because it's more exciting.
For me, the most exciting WNBA player is Brittany Griner. Like, I would absolutely watch Brittany Griner play. And not because she's handsome, but because she can really ball. Like, she really balls. She be dunking. You know, she makes the game exciting.
Sir, you use handsome for men. You use pretty for women.
You can say a woman is handsome, and you can say
Brittany
a guy is pretty.
handsome. If Brittany Griner is a woman,
but I do feel like they definitely don't market the don't market the WNBA very well at all. But it is hard to get people to go to the games. Like Envy, you don't never taking your daughter. She plays basketball.
Right.
You've never taken her to a WNBA game, or even your son.
Nope, I haven't.
And I didn't agree with Gilbert Arenas when he said that WNBA players were like all ugly and lesbian, because a lot of them are not ugly. Now the lesbian thing we can discuss. Like that's an argument.
Well, I actually had a friend who played. I had a friend who played in WNBA, and she said it was too much for her in the locker room because she wasn't a lesbian. She's like, it's too much.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Okay. Gilbert was, I'll say 85% of the WNBA is probably lesbian.
I don't know about that.
This is just me talking.
He just made up a percentage.
He just made it up himself.
I'm saying at least 85% of them are. I actually thought it was a prerequisite for you to be a star in the WNBA.
But I think what women's sport, do people really watch? Like they watch men?
What? Tennis.
Besides tennis, that's the only one.
Track and field,
MMA. When they fight.
MMA, absolutely.
I think men fighting in MMA is way more popular than women.
That Rousey fight was probably one of the biggest MMA fights out there. I don't know if I'm saying that.
I don't know.
I'm just guessing.
I mean, Rousey was the biggest star in MMA.
But how many stars do you know as women in MMA besides her?
You know what I used to always watch? Glow, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Now, that used to be popular.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, real late at night on, like, Channel 2 back in the day.
Well, Charlamagne, you were into the lingerie league, like, literally.
Yeah, I was into the lingerie.
Yeah, actually, you used to go to those games.
I never went to those games. I used to watch. They used to come on MTV too, so I used to watch them. The Lingerie Football League, they used to get busy. But think about it. That's proving Gilbert Arenas' point. Them girls was out there in lingerie, and they were sexy.
That's exactly right.
Right. Well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Is Gilbert Arenas out of line? Would more people watch WNBA if it was a little sexier?
Listen, man, to be very honest with you, I think that's pretty much up in a way, because not everybody's fortunate to look good, all right? Basketball players are ugly. You have some good-looking ones. You just gonna have to do it.
Okay.
Either you want to watch it or you just bounce. You ain't got to watch it, but you
Man,
just do
shut
it.
up. You ain't never watched no WNBA game in your life.
Never. Hello.
I mean, I've gone to it a few times.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys?
Was Gilbert Arenas out of line? Would more people watch if it was a little sexier?
I think Gilbert Arenas is telling the truth, man, because a lot of them girls was looking like Skylar Diggins, man. Like, I definitely pay to go to the WNBA, you know what I mean?
So you wouldn't play, it wouldn't matter to you if they were any good? Just what they look like?
It would matter because I just would like to see beautiful chicks balling, you know what I mean?
You like to see beautiful chicks playing with balls. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I don't even know if Skylar Diggins is good or not. I knew Skylar was good in college. I don't know if she's good in the WNBA, but I'm saying all that to say it don't matter to me. If somebody comes to me and says, yo, who the top 3 players in the WNBA, I'm going to say Brittany Griner, Skylar Diggins, and Skylar Diggins.
Coffee, iHeartRadio, The Breakfast Club.
Are you ready?
You won't want to change that dial.
Advice, you can call her now, 800-585-1051. What line we going to, Yee?
Let's do number 4.
Hello, who's this?
Adrena.
Hey, Adrena. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from PA.
All right, Pennsylvania. What's your question for Yee?
Okay. Oh, first of all, good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Hey, baby.
Yee, and V.
Good morning.
My question is, well, actually, let me explain the scenario. I was asked to coach girls basketball.
Okay.
And I have been contemplating. I used to play basketball in college. So I've been contemplating whether coaching. So a friend of mine coached his girls' high school team against another girls' high school team. But on that team was a transgender male.
Okay.
So my question, I guess, is
It's a girls' team?
It's a girls' team. And he's a transgender male. Or what somebody told me I should say, she is a transgender male.
So she identifies as a man.
She identifies as a man.
Okay, he identifies as a man. There we go.
She, there you go. But I respect the LGBT community, and I have no problem with a transgender male. I just have a problem when it comes to athletics, because how do you level that playing field? So I guess my question is how to deal with a situation like that, being as though athletics is just a different playing field.
Well, he identifies as a man, so he shouldn't be on the women's team.
But no, he identifies as a female.
Oh, okay. So he was born with male body parts, but identifies as a woman. So you think it's kind of not fair because she might have an unfair advantage.
Yeah, and it's starting to make me feel like maybe I should not coach because I just feel like athletics is different. Like a boy's body develops biologically different than a female. I mean, he was or she was the difference in the game.
Well, let me ask you this. Is this really up to you, or is it up to whatever the rules at the school are?
I'm unsure. Obviously, somewhere online, they must have said it's okay because...
Well, then if it's okay at the school, then and with the rules of the league, then it should be okay with you.
I don't think so. I don't...
So you're saying that you respect the LGBT community, but you don't feel like it's fair physically that he might have an advantage?
Right. Athletic-wise, I believe that.
Okay.
I could see if there was, like, say, football. There's no girls' football team, so I understand a girl who wants to play football on a football team.
But it sounds to me like
and there's a girls' team.
If the league is okay with this, and this is the rules that they've made, if this is a transgender and there's a woman identifying as a woman, if the school and if the league is saying, then you are a woman and you will play on the women's team, then that's the decision they made. So it's not really up to you unless this is a moral thing for you.
Well, this is the first time I've ever run against it. And the only reason why we had found out about it was because somebody knew the family and had talked to the head coach, and that's how we found out. Because physically, facially, if you look at...
Okay, so you wouldn't have even known. If somebody hadn't told you.
Other than the body-wise was different. Facially is different. You know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't knew, I guess, for real, it was for somebody saying something.
Listen, if you want to coach women's basketball, you should go ahead and do that. It's not really up to you to make these rules and say, oh, well, this isn't fair. If that's the rule and that's what they've said and this person is already playing on the women's team and the school doesn't have an issue, the league doesn't have an issue, then that's what it is. You go ahead and coach that young lady as the young lady that she identifies as.
Oh, well, no, it's not somebody I was coach. It was a friend of mine who coached.
Okay, it's another team
that had.
Okay.
Right.
I don't believe that this should affect you in choosing what job you want to have.
I don't know. Because me being a former athlete, I just see there's always a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Physiology.
Well, times are different now, hon.
Not for me. Boys basketball and girls basketball. I don't know. I just have to sit back and evaluate.
Okay. Well, you decide to do whatever's best for you then.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Is that unfair, Envy? I know your kids play basketball.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
If you were born a male or a boy and you have you change to a female, yeah. I think you might have an unfair advantage.
Yeah, that's an unfair advantage. What you mean you think? That ain't right.
You can't be a transgender playing on the men's team then.
But think about it. Let's say you're tall. Let's say you're 7 foot tall, and you just say, okay, I want to be, I want to identify being as a female.
No, that's cheating.
That's unfair.
No, you can't do that. You can't. That's like Joanna Man.
But you know what?
Remember Joanna Man? Remember that
I will say this. She said she didn't even know that was a woman until somebody that knew the family told her.
Well, I don't like people talking behind Brittany Griner's back. Why would that lady call up here talking about Brittany Griner like that?
All right. Ask Ye, 800-585-1051. We got rumors on the way, Ye?
Yes, we are going to talk about a movie remake. Now, this movie is a classic, okay? So I'm going to see what you guys think about this. Can you remake a classic as crazy as this one? Also, we'll be talking about Drake. And he had a little date the other day. We'll tell you who he was out with. I'm not sure if she's a porn star or a model, but we'll get into that.
Okay. All that and more. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Subscribe for more. The Radio Online YouTube channel.
I always say Sex With Me by Rihanna. I'm so glad we play this now in the morning.
Salute to all the ladies out there who say that they got the sauce that is saucy.
So amazing.
Just want you to know that's vaginal discharge.
Oh, my God. That's disgusting.
That's
all right.
Saucy.
Morning, everybody.
Listen, if there's not a little bit of discharge, you're not doing your job, okay? So remember that. You want it dry?
Huh? Whoa, yeah. Wow. Whoa. All right.
Well, let's get to the
that is. I'm just saying. You're not doing your job.
Angela Yee's vagina in the rumors. Let's go.
This is the Rumor Report.
You're always trying to blame
Angela Yee. Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Angela Yee's panty line is filthy. Jesus Christ.
I don't have those issues.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Everything is as it's supposed to be.
All right.
All right, now let's talk about the New Edition movie. Part 1 came on BET last night. I know we were all glued to our TV sets.
Amazing.
I was.
So amazing. Now, we saw last night New Edition meeting who would be their manager by stopping in front of his car and singing for him, and that was Brooke. Check it out.
And to let you go, baby. But now since I've seen you in the sun, I want you back. Yes, I do now. I want you back.
All right, enough. Where y'all from? Y'all live around here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Y'all know the rec center over there?
Yeah.
All right, so meet me over there like tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp.
Why aren't you?
Don't be late.
Does that mean you're going to be our manager?
No, that means meet me over there, 9 a.m. sharp, and don't be late. That's what that means. And listen, next time y'all stand y'all little asses in front of my car, I'm going to run y'all over and I ain't going to think twice about it.
He was really a great manager for them, by the way.
Drop one of Clues bombs with Brooke. Brooke is still a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let's talk about their first record deal also. It wasn't what you thought it would be.
Mark my words, all the record companies that pass on you guys are going to be sorry because this thing is going to be big.
What's the name of the company we're signing with again?
Streetwise. Friend of mine, Arthur Baker.
Exactly what part do you play in this? Maurice?
Maurice Starr.
Are you their manager now?
No, I'm not their manager. Brooks is still their manager. I produce the music.
So, what are we talking in terms of money? That's a good point. Now, see, that's a good to the nitty-gritty.
Each member gets a signing bonus of $500.
Are you serious right now? $500?
$500 and a Betamax machine.
They got a bike and some money. $500.
I mean, would you rather have a bike or a RAV4?
A RAV4.
TLC got the RAV4. Yeah, I take the RAV4.
Come on, $500.
That's crazy.
But they was kids though, so the bikes made sense.
But they were getting got.
They didn't get any money. They was on tour internationally and not getting any money.
Came back with $1.87.
What changed exactly in the record industry? You think these guys making money now? What has changed over there?
Well, they get more than $500.
And people have lawyers now.
Usually
they work
it's signing
things
bonus.
out.
They get royalties.
You
they
still
get more money touring.
You can't avoid the rape.
Well, you can stretch your deal, and I think people are a lot more knowledgeable too.
Right.
Nobody would sign a deal now for $500 and a bike. Let's keep it real. They just didn't know anything. And, right, so that's going to be on part 2. We'll be on tonight, so guys, make sure you check that out.
I'm there. That is our generation's Roots miniseries.
Absolutely.
All right. Now let's move into a movie remake. A classic is getting a remake, and that classic is Scarface.
Wow. Okay.
All right, that's starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Sofia Vergara. That's going to be exciting, right? Now, they've been trying to do this remake since 2002. They haven't found anybody they thought could live up to Al Pacino's original performance, but they do feel like Leonardo DiCaprio could be it. Now, according to Brian De Palma, who was director of Scarface back in 1983, he said, when you got a film as successful and as influential as Scarface, there's this unspoken rule in Hollywood. You've got to make a remake and relaunch the story for a new generation. I'm not ashamed of this. It's what we do in Hollywood. And it's a great opportunity to create a new exciting version. This project has been on the drawing board for almost 15 years. So the movie is now going to be out in 2017 this year.
Yeah, well, they got to get somebody actually Spanish or Cuban to play Scarface. But I'm going to tell you something. I might be the only black man in America who was never in the Scarface like that.
It was a great movie.
Hell no.
No matter what.
I was a Nino Brown, New Jack City kind of guy.
I loved all of them.
Nino Brown will kick Scarface's ass. All right? I never cared for Scarface like that.
I don't know.
Nino Brown would whip Scarface's ass. How dare y'all be disrespectful this close to
problem
Black
with
History Month?
Scarface is they started using his own supply. But
Right. And the problem with Nino Brown is he went against the light-skinned brother.
I can't believe. No, the problem with Nino Brown, the best thing Nino Brown did was stab that waffle-colored Negro in his hand.
But who made more money?
I don't know.
Scarface.
Nino Brown had the card, and Scarface ain't had his own building. Put it like this:
you see what that building looked like?
Listen, I don't care. I was a New Jack City Nino Brown.
I love both of them.
I ain't damn about no Tony Montana and no Scarface.
All right, those are all classic movies, though. Now Drake was seen out on a date the other day. And he was on a date with Rosie Devine. Does anybody know who that is?
No.
She's an adult actress. I Googled her name.
What she look like?
And some porn sites came up like XNXX and all of that. So you can go check that out. If you have Revolt TV, you can see what the women he was dining with in Amsterdam. Maybe it was a business meeting. I don't know. But he was in Amsterdam when it all happened. So she's a retired model.
Stop moaning like that.
She look a little old in the face. I ain't gonna lie.
She's young. She's like 27 or 28 or something
She need
like
to
that.
drink more water.
Okay, and of course we have to say rest in peace again to our good friend, World Star Hip Hop founder Q, aka Lee.
I was hoping,
my boy Lee.
I was hoping this was an alternative fact.
He was only 43 years old, and here is Q when he was on The Breakfast Club.
Hold on, let's pull up the clip.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on,
I didn't give you guys the heads up.
No, here it goes.
Seeing the poverty, you know what I'm saying, and it's right in your backyards of these, these congressmen, state legislators. I feel like these voices need to be heard. You know what I'm saying? So that was my job, to go out there and feel it like going on ground zero, and it was walking around, seeing it for your own eyes and feeling it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like with videos, you feel it more than just reading about it. Editorial doesn't make you feel it. You know what I'm saying? No one cared when we talked about police brutality and harassment until we actually start showing the videos. Then people's like, oh, okay, I see what you mean. You know what I mean? Because, a lot of people don't like these videos that's so in your face. But then again, these videos is what's going to help, bring awareness.
Salute to my guy Q, man. Q absolutely supported me at every level of my career. It didn't matter what radio station I was at. It didn't matter if I even had a radio job. If I was creating video content, Q would put it up on World Star. That's my guy.
Yes, absolutely. He was supportive of all of us.
Absolutely.
So rest in peace, and our condolences, of course, to his family, his children,
and he had
his wife.
His wife, his son. He had a lot of things cooking.
Yep.
The World Star movie, World Star TV show. The TV show still is going to air, though. Okay. Actually, next Friday.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your Rumor Reports.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Shout out to our family at Revolt. We'll see you guys tomorrow.